Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm ZeldaMaster, and in this one, we're going to be taking on the boss of the city in the sky. So here we are on the very top of everything, of the city itself, and it is much less clear. It's more cloudy is what I'm trying to say than it was before, and that's because, yeah, the boss is up ahead. And we've seen the boss before throughout the temple. It kind of scared all the Oka, but it's time for us to confront it, and it is a really scary thing. It actually kind of ruined the temple for us because it ended up destroying a bridge. And yes, it is the giant armored dragon that we've seen flying throughout the temple. So now it's time to face it on, and the grass here looks so funny because it's literally just, yeah, images of grass moving. As you can tell, it's not like, I don't know, it looks bad to say the least, but I'm not necessarily complaining about the graphics here, even though it looks kind of but whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and fight. Yes, the giant dragon. This is actually such an awesome fight, to say the least. And this is a Twilight Dragon, Argorok. It's all armored, and it looks amazing. Alright, here we go. I mean, it only looks amazing with the armor, and you're gonna see what I mean really soon. So, yeah, this boss has two phases, and both phases are pretty basic. When I look at these giant things that you're supposed to hookshot onto, like these, I have no idea what they're meant to be, but they remind me of like stadium lights for like a football stadium or something. And this is like the giant stadium. Obviously the stadium wouldn't be that big then. I mean, this is pretty small, but either way, hookshot your way to the, not necessarily the very top, but high enough to where you can hookshot on to its tail, and here Link will waggle on trying to pull it down. But if you put on your iron boots, yes, somehow you will outweigh it. You will outweigh the giant armored dragon with some iron boots, and it will fall and break some of its armor, making it lighter at least. That's good. But yeah, the logic behind this, there's a lot, of course, it's, yeah, Nintendo logic. Link carries the iron boots in his pocket, so shouldn't he already be this heavy? I don't know. But then again, then the iron boots would have been useless to begin with to put on, because you wouldn't need them, because you'd be heavy and you'd always sink in water. So yeah, it wouldn't make much sense if we didn't put them on. But either way, I mean, a lot of people can argue saying, oh, but Link has this magical pocket, or Midna stores it in this magical abyss thing where endless items can be stored. I mean, I guess that's logical in a sense, right? I don't know. But either way, I have no idea why I'm questioning it. Hey, at least this boss, its centerpiece is not necessarily an eye, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's still like an eye. It's a giant orb on its back. It's not a back eye, at least. But yeah, you gotta attack the orb on its back. And here it's gonna be like, screw it. I don't even need the rest of my armor, and it breaks free. And now, yeah, it doesn't look as interesting as it did before, like the textures and everything. It looks hideous, pretty much. It doesn't even look like a dragon. It looks like a lizard with wings. But, I mean, that's close enough, right? It's a reptile, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, P-hats will appear, and these are going to become really helpful throughout the battle, of course, because now we're going to have to rotate around it and attack its orb on its back, and it's pretty straightforward as well. So, it's going to pop off our iron boots and get started. Alright, so back on to the stadium lights. You gotta clash out your way to the very top. I highly suggest making your way to the very top, because that's actually what you need to do. So, let's see if this will take us to it. Perfect. What the heck? Okay, that was awkward. I did it, and then the game let me move away from it. But once you make it to the top, you can Z-target on to one of these, and then wait for him to start spitting fire. Then you gotta go quick, because it's gonna rotate around you, trying to hit you with its fire. And the fire looks really cool shooting out, like how it's originally blue and then it slowly becomes orange as it shoots out. It's pretty badass, but it's easy because now we can hookshot onto its back and, well, start stabbing it. Yes. Ugh. Ugh. Oh yeah, and then you fall down with it. It's so cool. And there you go. Rinse, repeat. That's pretty much the whole gimmick to it. Now let's quickly head up before it starts using its wings, to push me far back, because that's what it will do, making it harder to deal with it, but it's not actually hard to deal with. So yeah, just make your way to the very top. Uh-oh, he's gonna start spitting fire. Okay, thank God. I was gonna say, like, come on. Why isn't it hookshotting me? But there we go. And I'll just keep doing this. If the camera angle can adjust, that'd be perfect. There we go. Alright. So now we need to start spinning fire again. Should do it sooner or later, because when it does, it gets carried away, and then you can actually make your way to its back instead of now, you know, it's onto us. So there we go. Alright, go for it. I guess you just need to bait it into doing that, and then go quickly as possible. As long as you hold Z, this is really easy. Like, you don't even have to really do much besides keep holding Z until you make your way to its back, and then if the game doesn't auto-target to the thing on its back, you will have to, you'll have to do that, sadly. You know, it makes it a little more difficult to do, but there we go. Just go ahead and attack it, and, perfect. Let's fall back down. And do this once more. Now you may say, oh, this is really straightforward and not hard in the slightest. That's actually true. It's not. It's actually really easy to do, but it can get difficult, or not really, but I mean the second phases will be a little more difficult, or the last couple hits will be a little more difficult, and you're gonna see exactly what I mean in a second. So hopefully I can hook shot on to yes, there we go. Alright, it's already spinning fire. It should stop though. Okay, so what I mean is, for the last set of attacks, if you want to reach its back, it's going to be a lot smarter than it was before. And what I mean by that is, just wait for it to start spitting fire. Okay, there we go. So go for it, come on. And then, if you start going too quick, it will realize that, and, wait, okay, hook shot. It will switch its position, so you just need to change your position, and that's pretty much it. So it's not really that much more difficult, but I mean, it's interesting how they do that. Like, you know, that's how it changes, and it's just like, oh, okay, well, you can't do the exact same thing you did before. So now let's go ahead and do this, hook shot onto the back, and well, now it's time to end it. Will it let me finish, by the way? Yes, it will. You've been stabbed. I always love ending it off with a finisher, so if the game ever lets you hit A for finish, you should definitely take it, because one thing, it will kill it off immediately, and yeah, I mean, obviously that feature only appears when it's about to die, like when it has literally a couple hits left, so Link is no longer there, and then it falls. We did it. Also, my sword's already in. I didn't even have to do the cool, you know, another one bites the dust gesture thing that I keep doing. But there we go. The final piece of the Mirror of Twilight. Not that hard to obtain. Alright, so what do you have to say, Midna? Link, you did it, the 4th shard. Now we have them all. Yeah, we do. Hey, Link. The words of the sages. Do you remember them? Only a true ruler of the Twilight can destroy the Mirror of Twilight. Zant could only break the Mirror of Twilight into shards. He couldn't utterly shatter it. That's proof of his false kingship. Huh, that's interesting. So the mirror can't be completely broken unless you're the true leader. And this actually is really interesting and something you should hold on to, like Midna's statement there. So yeah, Link, we have to hurry to the mirror chamber. After all, a fake is a fake, and no matter how much you dress it up, the real thing is always wins. True. It is. Okay, so I guess that's it. Okay, yeah, it is. It's going to pick up our heart container. Nice. And I guess that does that. So this is it. And I actually want to take a quick look at this area before I do leave. Now that the sky has cleared up, it's pretty nice. But yeah, that does it for this episode of Twilight Princess. Now that we have the final piece of the Mirror of Twilight, let me show it to you guys. Look at that. It's complete. It looks really nice. I like how it like shatters and comes back together like that. It's pretty nice. I actually really like the way this whole collection screen looks, but that's aside the point. We have done it, and now we are ready to leave this area and see what awaits. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I've been ZeldaMaster, and I'll see you all in the next one when we leave. So I'll get you out of here. You're sure there's nothing else you need to do, right? Yes. I guess to the mirror chamber. Let's go.